What's up everyone, Nakamura here, and this is my personal take on the English Longbow rush. So what we'll be doing in this build order is we are going to make one extra villager to put on the sheep, and we'll be looking around nearby, just going for a circular scouting path with our scout to find some extra ones. Just a little circle around your base is going to be fine. There are two, so that's pretty good here. They usually spawn in pairs. Don't know how to type apparently. And right after this first villager, the next one will be going directly to gold. We will have a total of 3 gold villagers. And in this game, you can make your last unit as you're reaching full population. So this villager at 9 population will be starting the house. So the next one at 10 population will be out just in time. So as to not cause any problems. You could technically swap this around, but it would be very tight and you'd need both villagers, so I prefer to do it like this. Now, depending on the distance of your gold mine to your town center, you might have to do a forced drop-off on that first villager that's just started mining now. Sometimes it just goes back to the home TC, it's really awkward. Anyways, we should do a trip home because our initial sheep are being exhausted there. And now that we have our third villager on gold mine, we're switching back to sheep again. Just grab the sheep, hit the pause command, and readjust it a little bit here for so as to minimize the drop-off distance. Now everything left from here on out is going to food. And here's the difference. I do not put villagers on wood unless I absolutely have to. So with this, I am maximizing my gold and food gathering in the early phases of the game. And like that, I can get a faster advance time than what I've seen other content creators suggest. Now, with that, we can put on quite a bit of pressure, and I've definitely seen Aussie Drongo, for example, put the Abbey of Kings a bit forward, which basically is a little bit of a cheesy version of this. More pressure. Don't know what happened with the pathing there. Also, a little bit of tip. If you put your house on the control group with the town center, it will stop ringing the bell. Anyway, at 200 gold, exactly, we pulled off the villagers, and now we have 5 villagers total on the landmark there. We've made 1 extra villager from the town center directly linked to the landmark, and we also transferred a food villager, so that is how we got 5 total. Now this should yield you about a 3-minute 55 H2 timing, and we are starting our wood line. You want to be careful not to put it around a corner of the forest so as to maximize your efficiency there as well. And yeah, we're just producing wood gatherers for now. All the landmark builders will be transitioned either to hunt or to whatever the closest food source is. You don't want too much walking time there. You don't want to expose them in case your opponent has a really solid hold against the longbow pressure, but our objective will be to just rally the longbows. You can see I'm rallying it to the gold mine. I also found where the wood is, so these are our 2 attack locations. I'm already rallying to that, as you can see, and we'll be making longbows directly heading there. Now don't forget your house at like 18 population or so. That thing's gotta get started. Yeah, I felt I didn't have quite enough food this time. Not sure if I messed up the drop-off distance or something. So I put 1 of the landmark builders back. So we got a 6-8. Should ideally be 7 at the very least on food, but we want to increase our food income for the later stages of the game because our opponent actually knows what they're doing, and they'll be building some outposts to defend once we start with the pressure. Outposts have insane range, and if all the villagers are garrisoned within it, they will be able to kill your longbows in a single volley. Well, 1 at a time, of course. Now, our opponent is making a big mistake here, rallying the scout directly into my base, so I'm about to realize what I can do here, pick the villagers, and immediately snipe that thing. There we go. Longbows are about to arrive at the gold mine, and this is going to allow us to pressure that gold mine and delay the advance time slash stop this whole Holy Roman Empire player from making men-at-arms, which are actually insanely armored and very hard to play against. Make sure you continuously produce villagers, make sure you do not get housed. And yeah, here's what I'm talking about. We only have a few longbows because we went for a safer placement of the landmarks, so it takes us a while to get out here. But at the same time, we are safer against counterattacks, should they happen in the longer term. And yeah, we're managing to pick off like 2 of the villagers here. It's something, right? Damage is damage. We're 3 villagers ahead now, and we're gonna keep going. Now, because of the outposting, I realized that my opponent, like I said, knows what they're doing, and I'm immediately rallying to gold. The reason for that is I want to upgrade my longbows to be able to produce siege weapons. That is not just the longbows, but all the infantry units, infantry and archers actually, can make ramps. You must have seen this in other people's tutorials as well, suggested as a follow-up to this. But another thing that we're about to find out is that our opponent is actually making archers. Now, that's about to happen in about a minute from this. And there are 3 major paths here. So this game is they went archers, which is the worst possible thing that they could do on their end. That is basically going to get stomped if you just make men-at-arms, which is what I'm about to plan here in a moment. The other path is you go with the town center pick in H3. So you get a free town center as the English. And the third path is you just expect cavalry or scout the cavalry already. And in that case, you can just make spearmen. So nothing here to see. Line of sight not playing very nicely with my guys. So I'm splitting up into 2 groups trying to harass both areas here. And after a little bit of fast forwarding, just trying to find villagers, so not much to see, continuously producing in the background. I'm starting to have more gold now, and I'm starting to think about making a blacksmith. But yeah, there are the archers. We made our way around. And what we're going to do is just keep using the longbow's longer range and better stats. Keep kiting backwards. So at this point, we are researching the ability to create siege weapons, and it actually just finished in the blacksmith, so we are going to plonk 10-2 already, and we're going to increase our wood gather rate a little bit further. We had to start transitioning our food, and since I want all the food possible right now to be free, right now I am not going to make farms, even though that is a fantastic English perk. We are just going to keep relying on the berries. So yeah, just a few ramps required here, and here you can see what they're capable of. Once the gold mine is lost, our opponent is going to resign because they know that we can just very easily go to H3 from here, further upgrade the archers. By the way, we have also gotten the +1 attack upgrade for our range units, and we've also gotten the melee armor tech. So the +1 attack is super good on archers because they're relatively low damage per attack to begin with, but you give them +1, that is a huge percent modifier. Whereas if you reduce cavalry damage by 1 when knights have 30 damage, that is less impactful long term, and so we're going for that upgrade first. So yeah, from here we could have basically just saved up with what we already have and gone H3, get all those upgrades, get the free town center, and move into the late game. So that is my guide. Guys, let me know what you would like to see next in the comments below, and subscribe for more Age of Empires 4 content. This is Nakamura. Take care, and maybe see you in the Discord on the Twitch. Bye-bye.